What's going on, guys? This is Joe Young coming at you an update on the Wabi Kusa tank. So we'll start off by showing you guys the cover that I made not too long ago. I made it about a week ago. So before this I was using saran wrap, and it was kind of it was really just kind of like all over the place, and it kind of got a little bit hard to miss the plants, and also during the missing I would occasionally maybe miss a day or so, and some of the plants would dry out. So what I did was I created a kind of almost like a little greenhouse for each of the plants. So it's really just a clear like container that I went ahead and cut and just combined it like two of these together. And as you can see, I just used staples here to staple them and made a wall. So really, like, as you can see, the moisture is all in there. It's kind of like a little humidifier for them. So really, it's super easy for me because the opener is on top here. I can just put the spray bottle down. Actually, I'll show you as an example real quick what I normally do. I usually grab the spray bottle, push this down, spray 3 times, just like in different angles, and that's it. And that's my misting. And what's cool about this is I can keep this on, right? And then if I forget to miss one of the days, it doesn't matter, because like this right here, if I shake this, it eventually drops down and it will keep the plant nice and moist, as you can see. So yeah, I made this up. It was actually pretty cool, pretty easy, and I thought it was a genius idea, by the way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take this out. I'm gonna show you guys real quick in the box. So it's nothing too fancy, too special. It's just, you know, 2 of these clear boxes combined and just one of those together. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside, shake off all the water first. That way I can show you guys the tank. So first off, tank's in a different location. I decided to move into my my office area, just because the other area is going to be kind of like weird with just like one little tank there, since I moved the Mini S into the room. Anyways, alright, so I did a little bit of trimming. As you can see, a lot of the stem plants aren't stems anymore. They kind of like disappeared. It's because I trimmed them back. And what happened was I did let them grow, and they were growing pretty decently. But once they got to like about a yay high height, and especially with the saran wrap, they weren't really getting missed really well. So they would basically come up to here, and a lot of the leaves would just drop and die. And then basically only like a couple of the few leaves on top here would stay alive. And that's just because it would miss like kind of like a watering phase. So that's why, one, I created those boxes so that if I do, you know, forget, these stem plants won't die because of that. But what I went ahead and did was I just went and trimmed it all and just replanted like the top stem so that it's more bushy, and we'll get some new life going. But the carpeting, in terms of the moss and the like, this is like just like HC here. This is moss plus some sort of hair grass, and this one is UG in here, mixed in here somewhere. But I basically trimmed the tank down. It had a lot more plants. It had a lot of more side plants. You know, a lot of them were kind of like dying. So I went ahead and just trimmed those back. You know, this is a new one. What happened with this one in the center was I was trying, what was I trying? I think it was mermaid weed. Those just didn't like the transition. I think it was from submerge to immerse. They didn't do really well, and they just melted back. So I was like, okay, whatever, you know, I'll just switch it up. And then what else did I try there that was carpeting? Oh, it was the Glosso. The Glosso didn't really take off. So what I did was I just put some HC, because HC was doing so well up top here. So I just went ahead and swapped those out.
As you can see, the Toninas are doing very well. They actually need to trim some of these because they're like kind of becoming like viney and just like stretching everywhere. These plants are actually pretty hard to grow submerged. So by just growing them immersed is actually a miracle. Actually, this one doesn't have any stems in terms of stem plants. Oh look, it's a little. This is what is this? Glosso mixed in here. That's pretty cool. Where is my... here it is. Look at this. Look at that little guy. Added an Irio-chan into this guy. It's a little mix to try it out. I've added a couple more back here, but I don't think those other ones grow, but this one did. So that's pretty cool.
Let's see if that one grows in this mix. I need to trim this one back. This was the Rotella Sunset. Well, that's the only survivor in here that actually transitioned correctly.
These guys up here has been up for, let me see, two, three, maybe a couple months now. 2.5, probably 3 months. So they're doing really well. Like, I've never seen like a lot of the stuff this green. Like, it's pretty crazy how green they are. And then this one I just planted. You know, this one's doing pretty well as well. Look at this. Look at this bushiness. So I'm just doing a lot of trial and errors in terms of like different plants, different species. You know, some plants are doing well, some plants aren't. So in the future I'll know which ones to use, which ones not to use. The Bruce were submerged. So what's happening to these guys are they're like totally melting back, like back to the bare bones, and then they'll start to grow again. So we'll let those guys take off in a little bit, but yeah. Anyways, guys, this is the update on the Wabi Kusa tank. Trimming and made these sweet little case thing here. So yeah, peace, guys.